Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So to start off today's video, I'm going to be unboxing two packages from Colorful July, which they sent me some weeks ago. I have two boxes. They were going to be a separate video, but I thought since I am a little bit behind, I just decided to put both of them in one video together. So I'm going to start off with the smaller box, and also because they did send me this one first, and they sent this one around Valentine's Day, so it is a Valentine's Day sort of like a mystery box. I'm not really sure what they are called, but all of the information will be linked down below for you guys to check out. I didn't want to waste too much time unboxing these just because I'm not really sure how you guys like these boxes or how they do on my channel, so I didn't want to waste too much time. So for both boxes, I do have them sped up quite a bit, and I'm just gonna go through very quickly and show you guys everything that was included. So this is a smaller Valentine's Day box, so you may notice that it have a lot of heart charms and pink items. I thought these little heart pearl charms were very cute though. Next we have more heart charms, and these were one of my favorite things in this box. So these are temperature changing charms. As you see now, they look whitish, clearish, but once I put them in the light, which was about 5 to 6 seconds, and they turned to the most gorgeous, juiciest purple plum color ever. Like, this was just so amazing to me. Like, the color change is so crazy. And yeah, I like these. Like I said, this was one of my favorite things from this box. They were so sensitive to the light. While I was like doing my nails, I did have them like sitting. There's like a window behind my area on where I sit, so there was like light coming in from the sun, and it was just changing colors. Like, the more the sun hit it, it was just like changing colors even the slightest bit. So they were very sensitive to the sun. This next item here I'm showing it is a pack of like stud and stones. I do get quite a lot of these. I don't really use them because I never know how to incorporate it into a nail design. But yeah, I have been getting quite a bit of those from different brands and like mystery boxes. I feel like these boxes can get a little bit repetitive, especially when they are like these smaller brands. I feel like they do have a lot of the same suppliers, and even if it's not the exact thing, it's going to be very similar 9 times out of 10. In this box we also got a bunch of stickers, which I didn't really like, just because the like oval and circle outline of them. At first I did think some of them were like the airbrush stencils, but they weren't. It was just how the stickers look, and yeah, they weren't my favorite. Next we did get some foils, and this is also one of my favorite things besides the temperature changing hearts. This was my favorite thing out of the box because I can actually see myself using these, and it was just a lot of the nail decor that I couldn't really like place on a nail design. And like, I know it's too early to tell, it's just my first unboxing, but I do feel like there's just items that I just naturally gravitate towards because I know that I'm more likely to use it, if that makes sense. So yeah, those was definitely one of my favorites. Unboxing this Valentine's Day one, it kind of made me a little bit sad that I wasn't able to get to it during Valentine's Day, because I could have did a really cute Valentine's Day nail set with it. Although heart nails isn't just for Valentine's Day, so you know, you can do that anytime. But I just feel like that's just one time you can go super crazy with hearts. But yeah, I'm really glad that was included. We did get an empty container. I'm not sure what happened with that, but I do think there was supposed to be like some charms or like some glitter in there, because it was a little bit of residue at the bottom, but it just was empty. And yeah, I'm not really sure what happened with that. The last few items we get in this box are some solid gel polishes, and I do get these quite a lot in these boxes. Some of the colors aren't really my favorite, but I really did like these two, especially the last one here, which was a very pretty light pink. Also, we have like this little red thing on top, which was like, once you swatch it on the heart that they provided, you just cure it in the light and you stick it on top. That way you know what color you're going to get, and I really like the idea of that. And this is the overall look of everything I got in the first box, which was the one for Valentine's Day. I will have everything linked down below for you guys if you want to check it out. That's if these boxes are still available. I do know they were for Valentine's Day, so I'm not sure if they're like a limited thing. So if they are still available, I will have the direct link to it along with my discount codes in the description box for you guys to check out. Now, without wasting any time, let's get right into the second box, which is a bigger one, so we will get a lot more items and art decor in here. And the first thing I pull out is something that I also got in the second box. Now for this one, I'm not really sure what to call this box. I do believe it's just like a regular mystery box or an Easter box. Unlike the Valentine's Day box, I couldn't really find a theme for this current one I'm unboxing. So I'm just gonna say it was just a regular mystery box. But yeah, the first thing I pulled out was more of those stone and stud decorations. Next we get some glitter, and the gold spilled everywhere, so I wasn't going to take them out and show them one by one. We get more glitters of different colors. I wasn't really a fan of this color selection. Like, these colors do not go together at all. And this next item is also something that I already got in another colorful July box that I unboxed a few days ago. And I didn't know what this was, but you guys in the comments told me that it was a stamping plate for you to like basically stamp on like the outprint of the nails, and you can practice your designs. And that just made so much more sense. I couldn't figure out how it was related to nails at all. So for the ones who told me that, thank you so much. Moving on to this next item, we do get some charms, which I really did love those charms. We had some bunny ears. It's kind of going by a little bit quick, so I'm trying to keep up the best I can. The charms were my favorite thing in here. I feel like these were super pretty, especially the donut. We also get my melody charm. We also get some chains in silver and gold. And this silver one here was so pretty. It honestly looks like a bracelet. The gold one was also very pretty, but it wasn't as shiny as the silver, so the silver was definitely my favorite. And also in this set of charms here, we do get a donut and a my melody charm. Those will look very, very cute on some kawaii nails. We also get an iridescent bow, super pretty and reflective. And then we also get an angel charm, and it gives like a little pearlescent look to it. It's so pretty. This next item here was also something that I got in my Valentine's Day box. I didn't mention it because it was going by super fast, but I made a joke in the first Colorful July unboxing I did. There was like these laminated little pad things. I made a joke saying it was like a post-it notes, and what are the odds now that we get two of them in the boxes I'm unboxing? I don't know how that's nail related, but I guess it's good for you to like post on the wall to like remind you of packages or like just anything that like you need, or you can use them for school, whatever you decide to do. Write little notes on them. Just now you saw me show some cute little bear charms. I do think those are very, very popular. I haven't used them in a while. I already have some in my charm box, but yeah, I do love those, so I'll just add those to my collection. Here we get a new blanket wax pencil. I love when they come in a case like this. It just feels so luxurious. I love it. The next few items I'm going to show are some stickers. I did like some of them. I didn't really like the other ones. Like these here, I don't really like the size of them. These gold one here just seems so pointless to me. But these butterflies were my favorite. I love how they reflect like silver and rainbowish, but they also had a black outline, which makes it like not too colorful. It's a nice contrast between the two. We got some rose stickers and some tulip, like sort of like an abstract design. Super, super cute. This next item here I'm going to be showing is a silicone mold, which is just like some ovals. I'm guessing it's for Easter to make eggs, but I'm pretty sure the eggs are supposed to be round and not flat, but I guess since it's going on the nails, it kind of makes sense to be flat. I'm not really sure what exactly it is, but I just got that idea. The next item I'm showing is some solid gel here, and I love these solid gels. They kind of remind me of like using polygel to apply using the press method or the gel X method, and this is a lot easier. There's no mess when you are trying to apply them doing the gel X method, and yeah, I love that. I will be trying that out soon, so I will go into further detail whenever I do that video. But we also get a new crown dapping dish. Did you guys see what it was wrapped in? Like, it was a nice gesture to make sure that it doesn't get broken and like on the way to me, but it was literally wrapped in Kleenex, like tissue. That wasn't a nice look. It would have been so much better if they wrapped it in bubble wrap, but I mean, as long as it's not broken and I got it, that's all that matters. Next we got a little LED lamp, which I didn't open and show you guys because you already know what those look like. I have a lot of them already, so just to open another one I feel like was unnecessary. I will just be adding that one to my pile of giveaway items. The next two items I'm showing here were two metallic gel polishes, well, gel liners. The first one I showed was a silver and the second one, 02, is a gold. And the next two items are more solid gel polishes. They did come in a lot of different colors. They also came with their own individual like swatch thingy. I love that idea because how I store them now, I would not be able to tell the colors unless I go in and open them. So yeah, that's a good idea to like sort and organize all of your solid gel polishes like this. And I just quickly showed the colors. We had a red, orange, gray, green, and brown. Next we get more foils, and I do get these quite a lot. I think I have like 2 of these already, so this is also going to be going into my pile for a giveaway. The next item, we have some nail protectors, which is just like it shows on the package. You just put it around your nail bed area, and these are perfect for protecting your skin when you are doing airbrush, or if you want to do an ombre using that sponge technique. Also for pigment powders, those can be really messy. Anything that's more likely to get on your skin, you can use those to protect it, so you don't have to do a lot of cleaning up once you are done. And the last item I'm showing from this box is a little sponge tool, and I haven't used anything like this before, but I do know you can use it for doing the ombre method. And what I like about these is that it comes with replaceable like little sponges to where you can pop it off, clean it, and replace it with another. That way you don't have to keep buying them and you can save some money. So yeah, that concludes today's unboxings. Let me know how you guys enjoy these colorful July unboxings. I'm not really sure how they do on my channel, if they do well or if you guys like them, plan to purchase them or not. Just leave me some honest feedback down below in the comments so I can know how to go about the colorful July boxes in the future. That would be so helpful. And even though I will be reading you guys' comments, but just to let you know my opinions on these boxes is that they aren't really my favorite. I do feel like the items can get a bit repetitive. I do feel like this second box you get a lot of different items for the price. The first Valentine's Day box is a little bit smaller, so of course it's gonna be a little bit cheaper. I really love the items in the first box as well, but like I said, it's kind of repetitive over time if you continue to get these boxes. And I also feel like some of the items I probably would never use. So yeah, that's just my honest opinions on them. Even though I get a lot of these boxes for free, I will always let you guys know my honest opinion, whether it's sponsored or not. If I like something a lot, you will definitely know. And also if it's the opposite, if I don't like it so much, I will tell you my honest opinions and try to show you guys the best that I can so that it can just influence you to buy it, or if it's not so good, you'll know in that video. And that is the whole point of these reviews. So yeah, just let me know how you guys like those boxes. And as you guys saw, I did go in and push back my cuticles really quick. Also went in with my peel off method, which is just some UNT peel off base coat from Amazon, and that is always linked down below in my Amazon storefront. And then I also went in with a top coat on top of it, cured it for 30 seconds, and then I went and applied my favorite 3XL no C curve square nail tips. These are from Crafts by 9. This is one of the items I always have to mention because this is one of my favorite items to use whenever I do square nails. These are most likely the ones I'm using, and I do have a discount code for them. Everything is linked down below as always. And after applying the nails, I did go in with my nail tip cutter and just cut off the numbers because I did want this to be a very long set. Originally these nails are 3XL, so I only cut just a little bit off. And I am just taking my Kiara Sky e-file to remove the shine from my nail tips. Now I don't really do this on every nail set, but for some reason I just felt like it. I think it's just because the nails were super long. I really love that aesthetic of them because I used to do this all the time when I first started, and it just kind of brought me back. So I did just go ahead and remove the shine from my nail tips. And you will see my nail bed area is shiny. That is because I do have a peel off base, so I won't be removing that shine. And that is just to help pop off the nails once I'm done, because I will not be keeping these on very long. But once I remove all of that dust, I am just taking some base coat, which is from makartt, and I'm just going over my entire nail. also adding a little bit more over my nail bed area to reinforce the nails. And once I do apply this to all of my nails, I'm going to go ahead and cure for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. So once I had all of that cured, I'm going to be taking some polygel from makartt, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it because in my last video I almost got arrested from the grammar police in the comments because I was mispronouncing words, and I was just like, it wasn't that serious because I didn't even know I was saying it wrong. So like, anyways, but I'm gonna be using this polygel from makartt, which is a really sheer pinkish color, and I know like I wanted to focus most of the design on like the nail art items that I got inside of my box whenever I was planning to do my nails. This is like, I want to say 3 days later, because I was struggling so bad to come up with a design because I didn't know what to do or how to pair the items that I got in those boxes. I know for sure I wanted to use the foils, so for sure I'm going to be using some heart foils. But for my base, so I'll get to that part later, but for my base I knew I wanted it to be very simple so that once I go in with the art decorations and designing my nails, I can use those items and it's not too much. So I wanted to use this really light sheer color, and when I put it on the nail there was a lot of air bubbles. This polygel was a little bit stickier than I imagined it to be, but I assume it's because it's in a really clear base, and clear polygel is a clear natured polygel itself, so no matter what brand you get or try to use, the clear is gonna be a little bit stickier than the others. So for this one, since it is really light and sheer, there's only a little bit of pink in here, so most of this is probably a clear base anyway, so it was a little bit sticky, so I did do some of it off camera. And then here's how the first layer looks. It wasn't as pink as I wanted it to look compared to when I swatched it on the paper towel, and there I just kind of compared it. But yeah, I went ahead and cured it for 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna go in with another layer. For my first layer there was a lot of air bubbles, so I did just grab a toothpick, and before I start to pat it in place I did just go ahead and pop those out because it would be so much work to get the polygel all smooth and then you notice an air bubble and then you have to go back and mess up the polygel to pop it out and then try to smooth it out. Like, that is just too much work. So to save me some time, I went ahead and just popped those air bubbles, and then I'm just smoothing out that polygel, making sure to build up that cuticle area, making sure there's none on my skin, keeping it my size, and just going in and smoothing it out the best I can before I cure, because it's gonna save a lot of filing time. So that process was very repetitive. I did do the same color on all of the nails, just doing very simple application. So I did go ahead and apply the polygel, doing 2 layers to all of my nails. I went ahead and shape file and buff, and this is what the nails are looking like. I really do love this base. At first I was kind of nervous that it wasn't going to be as pink as I wanted. Of course it's going to be very sheer, but after adding the second layer it turned out okay, and I really do like this color polygel. If you want something very subtle, this is definitely a nice polygel to have. So here I'm just kind of picking out a few things that I may use on my nails. Of course I wanted to use the foils, so I'm just picking out and trying to see which one would look best on like the base of my nails. And after deciding, I did go with the one with less pink. That was the first one I tried on my nails, if you guys remember from a few seconds ago. But before I go in with the items that I got from that box, I did think about how I had this chrome powder here that I ordered from Amazon. It is a Pretty Diva Mermaid Unicorn Chrome Powder. I can't remember which one, but I do have it linked down below in my Amazon storefront. I did test it out on my thumb and this is how it looks. I didn't include the process because it was like in trial and error. I did have to wipe it off and try it again because the chrome powder looks spotchy from like the top coat I added. So yeah, I just basically tested everything out on my thumb and I decided that I was gonna go with the design. So now I'm gonna show you how I applied it and how I did the whole process on my other nails. And eventually I will start to speed it up because this process is all the same, it's very repetitive. So right now I'm gonna go in with a no wipe top coat. On the instructions of this chrome powder, it does says that it works best on a no wipe top coat. So the one I'm using is from Nail Addicts LA, and I did go ahead and cure this. Before I cured it, I made sure it was as neat as possible and as smooth as possible. If you do have any imperfections in this layer of top coat, it will show when you do go to rub on the chrome powder, so make sure it's as smooth as possible before you cure. Once I applied it, I cured it for 30 seconds or a little over 30 seconds, and I went ahead and used my finger, my glove. At first I did try to use the applicators, but it was just a little bit faster and it looked the same. I think with the applicators it did look a little bit more greenish, so I did like the subtle look more that I use with my fingers. So I will be applying the chrome powder with my finger for the rest of the design. And I don't know why I just did the first one first. Like, it would have saved me so much time to just go ahead and apply the top coat to all of them. So once I did that process on my index nail, I'm just going to go ahead and add all of my top coat on the rest of the nails, cure them, and go ahead and rub on this chrome powder. This chrome powder is so gorgeous. I love the way it looks in person, although it does look a little bit more greener than I thought. I think it's just because it's on like a base nail. It will show up very different if you apply a gel polish. Like if you wanted to have a more pink cute background, apply a soft pink gel polish, or just whatever the look you are going for. Keep in mind all chrome powders show up different on different base colors. And I also did want to mention that in some of these nails, obviously they are sheer, so you can see right through them. Especially on my middle finger, there's like white shadows or casts in the areas, and that is just because of the alcohol I use to wipe away the dust underneath the nails. And I don't know why it does that, but it leaves like a white cast in them. But I am gonna fix that later once I finish the top of the design. I'm gonna add some top coat underneath, which you will see. So yeah, I did just want to mention that if you guys were wondering. But for now, I am just gonna go ahead and finish applying my chrome powder so we can get through this video. If you are enjoying it so far, make sure to go ahead and like and hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment down below if you are feeling generous. This is a fun part for me so that I can see who all makes it to this part in the video, or if you skip around and don't see this part. I know not everyone will comment, but it's just a little fun portion for me. So for the comments, leave down below the unicorn emoji or the rainbow emoji. I just love going through the comments and seeing those emojis or the comment that I set to comment down below. It's just so fun to like know that you guys interact with me. So yeah, that happened a little bit faster than I remember. This is what the chrome powder looks like, and I am loving just this base. Like, this is just so gorgeous, so pretty. I'm absolutely obsessed with this chrome powder already. If you want to check it out, it is linked down below in my Amazon storefront, or you can just search Pretty Diva chrome powder on Amazon. I believe this was about $7.99 or $8.99. And keep in mind, this little jar will last you a very long time, so the price is very affordable. And yeah, so once I did apply it, you will need to go over it with the top coat, otherwise you can wipe it off if you aren't careful. And since I am going to be applying some foils, I did not want to mess this up or have like really patchy spots. So I'm going to go in with that same top coat I used for the base of it, and always I go in and make sure to wipe my sides to keep in my shape. I'm going to go ahead and cure this and then start to apply my foils. So for my foils, I am going to be using my favorite foil gel from makartt. I've tried a few of them, but this makartt one has just stuck with me, and it seems to work the best for me just compared to all of the other ones I tried. But by all means, use the one you like the most. Just preferably, I like to use this makartt one. So just like the top coat, I just go in over the entire nail, and I do make sure it is smooth as possible. You don't need a very thick layer, just make sure that it covers the entire nail. Once I did apply it, I'm gonna be doing 2 at a time. I've been showing a lot of like clear gel application, so I just cut that one short. Once I went ahead and cured it for a little over 30 seconds, I'm gonna be placing my foils down. Before I place them, I do make sure to just hover the foils over the nails and just imagine like the print on there, see if it's spaced how I like, or see if it's just how I want it to be. And once I'm satisfied, I do go ahead and put it down on the nail. I do focus the first contact like right in the center of the nail, that way it isn't wrinkled, and I also just work it down on the sides of the nails, especially when you have longer nails like this. It's just easier to apply that way and make sure that you have no wrinkles. But once I do get it on there and it's flat to the nail, I just start to rub it with my finger, and I also take a silicone tool and also just work it on the nail, just making sure that I really get that design pressed down and transferred to my nail. And your finger will work just fine, so if you don't have a silicone tool, don't think that you need one. But yeah, once you do, you just peel it up slow. Once you feel like it's been transferred, start to peel it up very slow. And if you see where some haven't been transferred all the way, just slowly put it back down and work it in more. And yes, applying foils is very easy. I remember I could not get it right when I first started doing my nails, but over time it's gotten so much easier. And as you can see, my foil transfers has been very nice. Like, there's barely any left on the paper, and I honestly think it's because of this makartt foil glue. Like, I'm not kidding when I say this. I have been getting so many perfect foil transfers using this makartt foil glue. So if you have been struggling, or if you can't seem to find a good one, this makartt one will be linked down below for you guys to check out. And you also can use my discount code for some money off when you are purchasing. So yeah, now that I have applied all of my foils, this is how that is looking, and honestly I love this just how it is. So now I'm gonna go in with some top coat, and I've done this quite a few times in the past. Like, I do have, of course I did my thumb, that's how I'm gonna do it, but since I really did love this simple look with just the foils, I just decided to add some top coat. And I'm gonna be taking some ending shots just in case I don't love how they look with the charms. But I will include that as well. But just in case, whichever I like best, I'm gonna post whichever one. So for now, as you guys see, I'm just adding my top coat. Also added some underneath the nails, and then I added some cuticle oil, and this is how the nails turned out for the first part. So yeah, this is going to be for if you don't love charms, if you don't love the extra kawaii type of look, this is how the nails turn out. But if you are an extra girly like me who love charms, I'm going to be showing you guys how I did apply them. So to go along with the bear charms that I'm going to be using from my colorful Gillette box, I'm going to be using these little beaded heart pearl charms to go along with it, just to add to that heart vibe. And I'm going to be using some of my makartt rhinestone glue and just placing the glue where I want the charm to be. Once I do place them how I like, I'm going to go ahead and use my little flashy light to flash cure them in place. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this nail design. I am going to be adding 2 to 3 charms on each nail so that it doesn't look overcrowded, but it also gives like that really nice kawaii vibe. And as I'm adding this, you will see me pull out the rose charms that I also got from my colorful Gillette box. I felt like the nails was looking a little bit empty and I didn't want to keep using like these same charms. So you will see me use 2 rose charms, and so I'm just going to go ahead and apply these to my nails, cure them in place with my flashy light. Once I do finish applying them how I like, I'm going to cure them in my bigger light for 60 seconds, and then I will be back to show you guys the finished look. So I just finished up adding the charms to all of my nails, and I added some cuticle oil, and this is how the nails turned out. So I do like how they look without the charms, but with the charms they look so much better. This is so much more of my vibe. They look so girly, so pink, so kawaii. And yeah, I'm just so obsessed with these. Even though they are very simple, I have the same design on all of the nails. I absolutely love how they turn out. So yeah, here's just a recap of how they look. Let me know which one you like best. If you like this simple look with just the foils. I do love this. I feel like I would wear these more, but like just for like design purposes and content purposes, I do love the one with the charms. So yeah, let me know which one you like best down below. Yeah, I love the look of these. I'm so glad that I added that chrome powder in the back. I feel like it gives these nails a totally different look. And yeah, that concludes today's video. Let me know how you guys like the colorful Gillette boxes. Also, let me know how you guys enjoyed today's nail set. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.